hell for me, so... I mean, it was hell for almost everyone, but, like, especially me.
So, the head witch of the Bard Coven likes pretending to be a rebel. Too bad they're not very good at it.
Ada! You're embarrassing me in front of my crew.
Steven, I don't think you've had a chance to meet my new partner.
Hey, I'm Shep. It's cool to finally meet you.
This is the difference between, like, you and me. Like, I don't always get the privilege of meeting people in front of an audience or something. Like people here know I'm trans.
I'm trans, Norma. And everyone at school knows, and everyone at home knows. And being here, it's like a whole new place. I can just be Barney, and I can choose if and when I tell people.
Today we're going to be discussing gender identities in the transgender spectrum. Keep in mind that there are many different gender identities and many different ways to express those identities. With that said, I'll only be going over a few of these identities. The first thing we should discuss is the term cisgender. Cisgender is a term used for someone who identifies with the gender they were assigned at birth. To clear up any confusion, if someone was born and deemed male at birth and grew up to identify as male, that is an example of being cisgender. Transgender is an umbrella term used to describe someone who identifies as anything other than the gender they were assigned at birth. FTM stands for female to male. This refers to someone who was assigned female at birth and transitions to male. MTF stands for male to female. This refers to someone who was assigned male at birth and transitions to female. Demi-boy is used by people who don't fully identify as male. This person may feel a connection to being male, but not fully. Demi-girl is used by people who don't fully identify as female. This person may feel a connection to being female, but not fully. Gender fluid is used by someone whose gender fluctuates amongst the spectrum. A gender fluid person may identify as masculine on some days, feminine on others, and other times identify as non-binary. The identities we just discussed exist on the gender binary spectrum, one side being cisgender and the other side being transgender. Genderqueer is commonly known as an umbrella term and is used by someone that doesn't identify on the binary spectrum. Non-binary, or sometimes referred to as NB, is when someone doesn't identify within the binary spectrum. People who are non-binary don't feel like either a female or a male. Although non-binary exists under the umbrella term transgender, the identity doesn't exist on the binary spectrum, hence the name. Two-spirit is a sacred identity to the indigenous culture and holds different meanings within each nation. Due to this, I will be making a separate video to explain this identity more thoroughly to ensure nothing important is left out. I hope that this video provided some clarity on these gender identities and gave you a better understanding of the gender spectrum. Gender is expressed in many different ways, which also means that these definitions may be viewed differently by those who identify as them. If you have the resources and connections, reach out to anyone you know who identifies as one of these identities and ask what it means to them. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, comment on this video or contact me. Subscribe and follow me on my socials to stay updated on future videos. I post on Sundays. Maybe not every Sunday, but new videos will be posted on Sundays.